Well, a closeted little gay kid is going to listen to this podcast.
Aww.
And it'll be the same feeling as you looking at a man's bulge in T.J.Maxx while your mom is a couple aisles away, smelling candles.
The podcast. Do tell.
Victor, what is your thing this week?
My thing this week is a gorgeous woman named Jamie Linn.
Jamie Linn Watson?
Yeah, if you can believe it. Me and Jamie Linn have a bit of a history when it comes to podcasting. And I'm really excited to get to talk about that today. And I actually am just remembering something crazy that happened during that first episode wherein
you guys actually recorded an episode of a podcast that you two were going to do together.
In a way. So, okay, but before we get into that, sorry.
Yeah.
This is the way my brain works. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say like how much I'm obsessed with all of Jamie's videos. Like it literally, the one where she goes into her neighbor's apartment by accident and there's a dog there. She brings a guy that she just hooked up with and she says, this is my thing right now. She says, what do they eat? She's talking about the dog. I'm me butchering her joke. She goes, what do they eat? Rats or mice? She has even thinking about it, it like kills me. Okay, Carly, what's your thing this week?
My thing right now is following at Jamie.Linn.Watson on Insta because well, I actually I'm really so excited about this because her videos have been something that my favorite online for a long time. So when you suggested having her on, I was like, well, that she has been my thing. So I'm really excited. Like her,
you were like, what?
I was
like, yeah.
Yeah, I said we could do that. And I was excited to find out we can because Jamie's baby name videos per season are one of my favorite things I can find online. I wrote down one. For winter, I really like Depressiana Scared. That is a gorgeous baby name. It just hits.
Depressiana Scared.
Depressiana Scared. And then I think for Pride, for the month of June, you had a really solid list of baby names. I believe you hit hard with Gay Guy. That was
that's really such a good additional,
it's a good name.
An add-on name. Yeah. Okay, let's allow Jamie into the space, into the conversation.
Get on in
hello,
here.
Jamie. Thank you so much for being here with us.
You are a thing right now, girl.
Thank you. I love being a thing. I love being a Bobby. Wow, that was so nice. It was so fun to just like keep my mouth shut and be like,
keep that mouth shut just for a second.
I know. I feel like Lorde at her concerts when like everyone's trying to sing along and she's like, shh. And it's like you all like quoting my videos. I'm like, shh, shh, shh. No.
Like whenever I said rats, what were you think? Were you?
It was mice. It was mice. I was like, shh, shh, shh. What's the song she usually makes? She stops people.
So
while she's singing.
I actually went viral about this exact joke on TikTok.
Yes.
She's singing.
You're kidding.
I think it's like Liability.
Okay.
Or no,
your liability.
Yeah. She's like, I am my mother's child. I love you till my feelings. I do it.
And say I'm singing along. Liability. And she was shush me.
Yeah, I love that. So that's sort of I'm in that mode now, I guess.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
How did I do with Depressiana Scared?
That was great. That was
a good one. A good read.
Yeah, that was an amazing read.
That's huge.
Okay, so
it's
sure
like Lorde inviting you up on stage, saying, "Actually, get up here."
Lorde inviting me on stage. Lorde doing a striptease on stage or something, like Usher does.
Lorde would go, "No, come on up on stage," or however.
I know her. You coming up on stage?
Hey, come on up on stage.
What's your name, Cleary? Oh, come on, let's go, Cleari. Let's
go. Come on,
I have some Oreos, Cleari, to give you. You want some Oreos, Cleari?
So we're all discovering
You're really
that we did.
good at that.
Well, we all did love the show H2O on Nickelodeon.
H2O.
Then is that what we're discovering? Luis, we can't go in the water. Luis, what are you, like an idiot? We can't get touched by water. We can't go to the party. Luis,
oh my god,
that's really good.
So good.
That's really good.
I did a character.
I
did a character back in Chicago. That was, I thought, an Australian girl. And a guy at a party about a year into me doing this goes, I love your New Zealand girl. And I was like, whoa, thank you. Thank you so much. So good to be seen. But I was like really like alarmed. I didn't know I didn't really know that they kind of sounded similar until then. And of course they do. New Zealand and Australia.
The Flight of the Conchords doll.
Yeah, literally.
The girls can't forget the Flight of the Conchords.
No, I'm basically obsessed.
Slaying Boots, the Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, that's
all
like
day long.
That is the energy of Flight of the Conchords fans. It's sort of
so
like,
fierce.
Slay down, Concord!
Fierce. They're so fierce.
I think that's a very regal way that you guys are sounding. Is Flight of the Conchords fans sound very like
New Zealand.
Very regal. Yeah. Anyways, moving on from that.
Anyway, sorry, yeah.
I'm sure that people, okay, literally trains going by. Hopefully no one can hear it. But
that's Chicago for you.
I'm sure people are sort of, they put the train on the outside of the ground here.
L train, they call it.
I'm sure everyone's wondering what I was referencing whenever I referenced a sort of episode recorded betwixt me and Jamie.
This is true.
I have, I've always wanted to do a podcast, and I was like, I'm like, what could be like a cool like way of doing it where it's like you're podcasting with someone you've never actually met in person, like that could be so cool. And so we like tried it out, and like then this like guy came into Jamie's apartment and was like, was it your landlord?
I don't remember.
Okay,
this guy came into Jamie's apartment.
He was like, you were like, okay, 1 second, I have to like talk to this guy about like my apartment. And I was like, yes, like absolutely.
While you were recording?
Yeah, and the whole like concept of the podcast, and I will shut up soon, was like, you meet someone for the first time, and it's like kind of just like an eavesdropping on like two people like talking for the first time. I thought it was a cool concept.
That is cool.
But then I have zero like functioning capabilities where I would be able to like keep doing that and sort of like figure out ways to like plan episodes. And
Me too as well.
So it sort of like worked out the literally way it's supposed to be. But during that podcast, Jamie asked me a critical question, which was, are you single or you asked it in such a way. I was fully living with someone I was dating, and I said I was single.
Oh,
girl.
You asked a like, life-changing question, Jamie.
And I was
didn't I say? I was like, oh, I thought you had a boyfriend.
Yeah, and I literally was like...
This was all recorded?
This was all recorded.
And you're like, oh, I guess I do. This was like 3 years ago.
Right?
Literally.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It haunts me.
Did this put you into like a tailspin, Victor, where you were like,
no,
wait, I don't know what's going on with my relationship?
I think it gave me clarity. Like looking back, I think it gave me clarity because it's like I'm very like an intuitive person. Like I just like kind of go off like what my feelings are. And I must have just been like, I feel like alone. Like, you know what I mean?
Lonely.
That's so real.
Yeah, but like
inherently. And you're not with that person anymore.
Exactly, pretty much.
So there's clearly something about me that makes the guys for you just kind of go, just off. Like the mask comes off when you're around me. Like something in your heart boof, opens and you're like, this is the real me. No, not it's like a mask, not a sexual mask, but rather a emotional mask.
Could be
like a cult mask.
Not like mask for mask. Like a you know. But you know what I mean? Like I feel like something happened where your soul in that moment felt single. And you just instantly, I'm single. Or maybe you wanted to fuck me.
Yes. That's what I was going to say.
Literally.
Because don't discredit yourself. You know, because it could have been that.
Yeah.
Easily.
This is my face whenever I was trying to jokingly go along with that.
Kind of like a look down, kind of like an eyebrow move.
The thing I remember about this podcast, last thing I'll say, is that when Victor asked me to do it, I was like, yes, I've admired Victor online for so long. I like want to be his best friend. Like, I definitely want to do this, whatever it becomes.
Girl, I feel ya.
I knew as soon as we started that like neither of us were going to be intelligent or type A enough to edit and follow up about it ever again. But it was an amazing conversation. Also, when I got his email address, I got a first email from him. I specifically told him I was watching Glass Onion Knives Out with my parents. And the email address he had was like, said gay guy in it. It was like, Victor gay guy.
It was because it was
an email
my
address
real email address.
It's because my real Victor gay guy?
Well, it's an email address I had to create because my old one was filled up due to my executive functioning issues.
Oh, right. So and you didn't want to tell me that when we were starting a podcast. You said my email address is victorgayguy@gmail.com. I was like, that's an amazing email address. We'll bleep it out.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
We'll bleep it out. But
do you use that anymore?
I don't think it exists anymore, but everybody go on, Jamie.
It was just so funny. It'd be so funny if you would have told me like, yeah, unfortunately my old email address I can't use anymore because I don't answer it in my emails. Then I would have been like, oh yeah, this won't be sustainable, but it'll be really fun for a day.
But it'll be starting a podcast. Like you guys were like simulating what it would be like to start a podcast together just to hang out.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, I'm sitting here fuming. To know that I was the second ask, that's fine. That's so fine.
Sorry.
Harley.
Here's the thing: is I did ask Victor as well as he asked me, and so I'll say that I kind of came into this with my own mission, and that makes me totally fine and good and cool, and I'm not. You're mad in a better
place. You both are in better places.
I'm extremely type A. I will say. I think I think I match the freak.
Somebody gonna match her freak?
Somebody's trying to.
And by the way, who's the freak in this situation?
Oh my god! I just called Victor a freak.
She goes, I think I matched the freak.
That's a slur.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Well, here's the thing. Is I think that we're going to ask you kind of the big old honking question, that kind of the honker.
Yeah.
Jamie, what is your thing right now? What is something that you are bringing up at parties and people are going, why the hell is she talking about this right now? Because I have nothing to say back to her, essentially. It's a one-sided.
Yeah, totally. There are a couple things for me.
Okay.
Something I do bring up at parties a lot is T.J.Maxx, the store.
T.J.Maxx store.
Yes.
Do tell.
Not Ava Max's cousin,
no.
TJ.
Not her cousin.
Is it because you're a Maxinista? Give me the breakdown.
I live near a T.J.Maxx. And sorry I sound a little groggy, right? I sound like Emma Stone. I have a sore throat.
Sorry, I sound like famous actress.
I think you mean you're welcome.
You're welcome. I sound like Emma Stone right now. I have a little bit of a sore throat. I live near a TJ.Maxx, and it is my go-to place for, I'm not kidding, everything.
Groceries too, I bet.
Groceries too, especially if you want new different kinds of olive oils you didn't know could ever exist.
Yes.
Such as like caramel olive oil or lemonade pasta. Like they have awesome stuff such as that.
Literally.
They have so much skincare, so much makeup, socks, shoes, tops, bottoms, pajamas. I'm literally like, anytime I'm like, I need a new moisturizer, I need a new body wash, TJ.Maxx. Anytime I need, caramel covered popcorn, TJ.Maxx. Anytime I need a couple just plain white t-shirts or socks. People don't even realize how much is available there and how cheap it is. It is so cheap. And I know it's probably bad to go there, but it feels better than going to Amazon and ordering bulk stuff. It feels suburban in a way that's really comfortable to me.
Whoa.
Because I live in New York City, but I'm from Maryland and, of course, grew up near T.J.Maxx's and Targets and things like that. So it feels like home in a beautiful way.
Absolutely.
I do have a T.J.Maxx credit card that I maxed out pretty immediately as soon as I got it.
They don't call it T.J.Maxx for nothing.
Yeah, max it out.
You're a Maxxinista.
To be fair
real.
here, though, guys, it was a very small limit. It was like $1,300.
Oh,
that's nothing. For a credit card.
Can you use it elsewhere, or do you have to use it at TJ Maxx?
You can use it elsewhere, but you don't really get points unless you use it at TJ Maxx.
Oh. Okay, so what's the point situation here? Like, do they run specials? It's
every $100 you spend, you get like $10 in points.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
That actually is really good.
That's not bad. That's a nice olive oil. Well, actually, nice olive oil is like $10 off.
Squirrel, not at TJ Maxx. Okay. At TJ Maxx, it is $12.99. And then they show you the compare to price under the bottom. They say compare to what it was before it got to fucking TJ Maxx, $35.99.
Okay. Victor, you know what that is? That's Fabletics.
It's literally Fabletics.
Fabletics is something we say. Well, Fabletics is just something that we say when something's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And so being a Maxxinista is Fabletics.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh my God.
And am I wrong, or is TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross, are they all the same company, just like wearing different hats?
No. I don't think they're the same company.
Okay.
But they do the same jobs. I feel like I'm talking like Britney. That's a conspiracy theory I'm really interested in.
Actually interested. But they do the same jobs. You can go to all of them for a nice olive oil.
Now out of the three of us, who's TJ Maxx, who's Marshalls, and who's Ross?
Oh, can I tell you
I'm Ross. Ross is like so masculine.
Ross is the guy from Friends as well.
And it's blue.
Blue.
It's blue.
And then what was the other option?
Marshalls.
Can I kind of throw one in there? Great. I think I could be Marshalls, but I'm going to throw one other we haven't named in. I think I'm Home Goods.
Home Goods and TJ Maxx are sisters. They are the same credit card company. So it's Home Goods and TJ Maxx are twin sisters. Fraternal twins.
Twin flames.
Fraternal twin flames.
Oh my God.
They work together. The same way that like Gap. Who owns Gap? Owns
Gap
Old
and
Navy.
Old Navy.
And
I just
Banana
got a top
Republic.
off Gap last night. Oh my God. This is a huge conversation we're having. I just got a top.
Zach posing Gap. Are we talking about that?
No. What?
Oh, sorry.
Tell me more.
This is Gap, by the way.
It just says Zach posing.
I picked this up like I was a scarecrow.
This is Gap. Wait, this is Gap.
Wait.
Red, white, and blue.
Gap.
Guys, we're all wearing Gap.
And it's red, white, and blue, America.
Oh, say, can you see that? That's how I would sing the national anthem.
Early light. Wow, look at that. So yeah, TJ Maxx is big for me.
Yeah. Okay. So you live in Brooklyn?
No. I'm one of the few comedians who lives in Manhattan.
That's something we should always
sound.
Unlimited.
Yeah, I'm one of the few.
She's unlimited. That was really good.
This is a singing podcast, by the way.
My life is basically like Rent.
Yes. Also kind of like Sex in the City for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I live in New York City near TJ Maxx, which is great.
In Manhattan too, so I bet that TJ Maxx is like kind of like really chic. Tight, really honed in, chic.
There are always so many people working there. It's amazing. It's shocking.
That's nice.
They run it like a Chick-fil-A. Like hi, and
what was your latest purchase from there? Something you're most excited about?
I purchased some tanning drops.
Wait.
I need to know more because I want to tan this summer. I physically can't. I am so
too
pale.
Yeah, same.
Okay, what are you doing?
They're drops that you put in your moisturizer and it gives you like a nice little glow.
Is it
next
working?
day. Yeah, well, I don't have it on now, but it has worked before.
You put it in your body moisturizer?
I do it for my face. It's for a face one. But I have that. They also have so many nail. I mean, my nails look bad right now, but they have so many like nail polishes and nail stickers.
Nail stickers, love.
And nail like stickers and acrylics and things for that. Amazing. I'm always buying those on the way out. I think I bought a cute little dish rag. A dish rag with little watermelons. With little watermelons, cherries, and lemons on it.
A little watermelon sugar.
Watermelon sugar.
Rag. Watermelon sugar rag.
Rag.
Watermelon sugar rag.
I love it there, and I'm always telling people about it. I'm always like telling people like this is where you have to go to get stupid stuff. Yeah. Because when I go to CVS and Duane Reade and Walgreens, I love a drugstore. Don't get me wrong. Sure. Love a drugstore.
Very French of you, actually.
I love drugstores.
French girl beauty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'll go and I'll get something there. Like, okay, dry shampoo. This is the perfect example. Batiste dry shampoo. Batiste. Batiste. We all know.
That's good stuff.
Batiste dry shampoo. At the damn drugstore, girl, it's gonna rack you up about $18.
Oh no.
You go into TJ.Maxx. Guess how much it's gonna be at TJ.Maxx?
11.
$7.99 even. Think about that.
How do they do that? For real, how do they do that? How do they get away with that?
They put the talc in the one that they sell at TJ.Maxx.
Yeah. Probably. They probably put lead in it, but it works fake? Fine.
Is it like a dupe?
No, it's the same brand. The whole point of TJ.Maxx and stores like that is they sell things that were at other stores that didn't sell. So like,
it's like expired.
It's the Island of Misfit Toys.
It might be expired. Sure. I guess we could say that.
What if we didn't know? Sure. What if we didn't know about TJ.Maxx? What if we were like, what is that?
Yeah.
what if we were like, I've never been into one. Like you have to.
Well, but here's the thing. You know what? People know about it, but they don't know about it. That's why I had to talk about it. Like people know about it, but they don't know about it.
I think there's something that locks into your mind when you reach like a certain age. Like when I was young, when I was like 11, meaning young is 11. My mom was just like fucking obsessed with going into any of the stores we've named. Specifically Home Goods, which is why I kind of identify as Home Goods of all of them. Yes. Because I've spent so much time in there. And my mom, like all of my care packages I used to get like freshman year of college, me and my college BFF, Gabrielle, we would both open them up and we would have straight up food from Home Goods.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, yum.
Yum, yum.
You kind of like look at it a little bit more curiously, like, is this really edible? Is this expired? Like, who made this?
Yeah, it's food.
How did it get here?
Sold. It's food that you can tell just by looking at the wrapper that it's not sold at a food store.
No, it's sold at a clothing store.
It's food for a clothing store. It's so interesting.
And like my mom will get into like fights with people at Home Goods about who found the painting first. Like literally, I'm like going, you're fighting over art at Home Goods? And she'll bring it up to this day like, oh, do you like that? Like, you like this painting? Yeah. Someone else really wanted it.
I had to fight for it.
I used to wait in the car, but now like when she'd go in, but I do understand now the power of browsing.
I feel like the food also at TJ.Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, it's stuff that you could survive on in an apocalypse for sure.
100%. It's been
100%.
Yes, it's been tested to do so because they don't know when someone's going to go in and buy that food. It needs to be extremely shelf stable. The rainbow pasta noodles need to stand the test of time.
Yep. COVID hits again. Whenever it hits again, I'm going straight to TJ.Maxx. I'm getting my rainbow pasta. I'm getting my lemonade olive oil. I'm getting
some sort of candy,
chocolate covered potato chips, whatever they got.
They have really good chocolate covered macaroons there.
There.
And they also, what I noticed about the food at these places is it's like very deeply perfumed.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
you can like you
They
smell it
add
and you're like,
to it.
whoa. It
They
smells
say,
like
of
perfume.
course, there's natural flavors in this.
Natural
Meaning 1,000
Lavabo
chemicals.
flavors. Yes. Natural Santal.
Santal.
Oh, and don't even get me started on the candles. That's a big part of all of this. Also,
That's
is the
huge.
candle
Okay.
area.
Dive
'Cause
deep.
candles-
What do you search for? Candle
Well, when
wise
did
there.
candles get so expensive, by the way?
Right.
Oh, anthropology. Anthropology. That's when it did.
Yeah.
Anthropology,
you go to-
those candles. Oh my God.
Yeah, you go to T.J.Maxx and you get a well-priced candle. I'm always looking for bright scents, fresh scents.
Like
Linen
apple, linen. Okay.
Mhm.
But when fall time comes, I will get a fall-based candle.
So you're
Not
not someone who
pumpkin
shies
spice.
away from scents.
So
you're
you're
not
not
someone
doing
who gets a headache from scents.
I'm not doing pumpkin spice. I would do like an apple cinnamon or something, or an
Ooh.
apple cider candle, or
Yeah.
something called like a walk in the woods. Because there will be candles called stuff like that.
There will be.
There will be.
And those are inspiration. Actually, okay, fun fact about Jamie, and I'm just going to go headshot in the dark. You get a lot of baby name inspiration from T.J.Maxx, from candles. No?
Yes, I get a lot of from there and from nail polishes, the names of nail polishes. I love whenever I pick a new nail polish at the bottom, they always have names, and I always check the name before I get it, like at a nail salon.
Of course. You have, well, when someone goes, I like your nails, you have to go, thank you, Cherry Elixir.
Exactly. Or
Literally.
Or if I'm going through something, I want to pick a color that feels like something, like if I'm like really horny, I want to get one that's called like fuck me all night long or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
right. Horny girl. It's horny girl.
Horny Girl by OPI.
What season would Horny Girl be a name for a baby?
Summer.
Oh, summer. Yeah.
Summer for sure.
Summer.
Or when is Scorpio season?
That's
It's like-
fall.
November,
Fall.
October. Yeah.
October. It's like Halloween.
It has
time.
to either be fall or summer. And that I'm going to put fall in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's just me though.
Mothers can pick anything they want.
Mothers
Yes.
are mother.
Mothers are so mother today.
Well,
Today,
they're
every
out
day.
there.
Whenever you go into a TJ Maxx or a Ross or a, sorry if I'm saying Ross too much. Do you know about Ross?
You love
I know
Ross.
about Ross, but it's not a big part of my life, but I know about it.
Okay. The way they do it at Ross is like they do have like food in the back, kitchen stuff in the back, art in the back, baby stuff. And then at the front, there's actually so much food. They actually put so much of there's like sugar-free syrups for your waters. Remember when we were doing flavored waters on TikTok?
Yes.
Are they
Yeah.
gone?
They're kind of gone, yeah.
They're
But I
kinda
do follow
gone.
this one lady that she still does her waters
I love
every morning.
those.
But what I noticed is whenever I go into Ross, I'm going in with like this mindset of it's almost like an airport. It's like I don't want to say this, but it is a liminal space. It's like it's Island of Misfit
Yes.
Toys. Nothing that is there is necessarily like physically it's like not everything is tangible. Like it almost feels like you going there, you picking something out is like reaching into a mirror and like,
Yes.
like
It's almost like
does that make
thrifting, but
sense?
not. You get
Yes.
a similar
It's-
feeling.
It's reaching into the future and saying, I don't need this now, but I might need it in a week. Which
Or
is the
10
same,
years.
or 10 to 20 years, because it's going to last that long, because we're in a TJ Maxx, and this has been tested by the U.S. government to withstand nuclear invasion.
And I'm talking about gummy bears when I say that.
Bro,
Hey, you
I'm talking about
guys.
the gummy bears.
Can I also say that I'm sorry I even asked if Horny Girl would be a good baby name? I just think that's
It
inappropriate.
is a good baby name. No, it
I
is.
You think Horny Girl is like not so inappropriate to say?
Babies are not victims. Babies have sex lives too.
Oh no.
That baby named Horny Girl is going to grow up to be a grandma. Okay.
And we can't kink shame any babies
No.
for what they're looking for and thinking
You guys,
of.
thank you for picking me up when I was feeling a little bit down, a little bit awkward.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank God.
Welcome.
Okay, I want to just move on quickly then from that. swiftly, and I want to introduce into the conversation the jewelry section at a TJ Maxx.
Of course.
What do we think about jewelry there? Because I'm always captivated by it, and I'm thinking that they have really good pieces, but I'm just too afraid to admit it. Whoa, Victor's holding up a gold belt,
beautiful
necklace.
Gold
so this was actually on like around the top of a cowboy hat that I bought.
Hey, Cowboy
Had to
Carter.
remove it.
Cowboy Carlesi.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Has anyone said that to you before, Victor?
No, actually.
That's what Jamie brings out in you.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it.
By the way,
this is beautiful.
I'm hard as a rock right now.
And are you single?
No.
Test. Oh, yes. Wow, we know
You're
it's
in
good.
love.
Literally, deeply. It's sick.
You're in love.
Congrats, Victor.
Yeah.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
The jewelry. Okay, here's the one thing I'll be afraid of at TJ Maxx is the jewelry, the earrings specifically.
Well, yeah, you're putting
Don't put
that
that
in your ear.
yeah,
you don't want
you
an
can't put it in.
infection.
But a necklace, sure.
But that's
Totally.
where it really shines if you're the type of person that knows if I buy a product, it's going to be 100%. 14 karat, whatever. Like, so if you were to a quality materials person where you're like, I only shop for 100% cotton or 100% gold. Okay. How cool is that? You would go in. I think that's when you could go in and you have the similar satisfaction to thrifting and finding something where you look at the tag or you look at whatever and you go, guys, this is really good quality. Actually,
Yes.
like I
Yes.
found something here.
Yeah.
And that's when I think I would feel comfortable dipping my toe into the jewelry section as if I was like, I know precious metals.
Well, because cotton, I'm very specific with for underwear. Like girls'
Yes.
underwear needs to be 100% cotton.
Well, it's shoved every which way. So
It's shoved
you
every
do
which
need
way.
that.
Yeast will get involved.
Oh
It
my
needs to be
God.
100% cotton. And you can, and at TJ Maxx, you look at the back and of underwear.
The
It'll tell you
tag,
what
yeah.
it is. And they have some 100% cotton ones, which is great.
There you go.
But yeah, the gold. Here's the thing with like earring stuff though, is I don't know the language because some stuff will be like 100% sterling iron or like 114 karat gold plated gold. And I'm like, so what is it? You know, they're putting in all these other LGBTQIA stuff in it. And it's like, I don't know. My brain doesn't work that way, you know?
Totally.
Of
No
course.
one, and you can, it's like, don't shove that down my throat.
Don't
you know?
shove that down my, like, let me get to it in my own time, you know?
Exactly. Thank you.
You did mention underwear, and this is like such a like well-trodden area of gay culture, but I would like to just interject. Every time I went to TJ Maxx as a child, it was sort of like my stomach would drop. I would go to the underwear section, and it's like, if you're a boy, like you're actually not interested in underwear. That's like a 10 out of 10 times your mom is like buying you the underwear. So it's
same
like,
with me still.
you can't
Like,
even
all my underwear is from my mom. It's
your
like,
mom's hand-me-down underwear.
Well, me and my sister are always like, I think I got mom's underwear again. Like we all do our laundry. If we were to do our laundry, we'd be like, that's definitely not me. Like because she was for stocking stuffers or whatever. Like, you know, as the stockings get smaller, the tried and trues still remain as you become an adult.
Of course.
And always underwear. And it's, you know, to the point where I go, well, she has good taste. I'm just gonna wait till next year, kind of re-up my supply. But anyways, sorry, that's just me still.
You're never buying underwear.
That's just me. I should though.
The underwear area is like, so if we're looking at TJ Maxx or if we're looking at Ross as sort of like a cathedral-esque space where it's like you can go and you can like find yourself down the aisle. Like you can, like there's a place for everyone. Like it has everything.
Everyone's welcome. Yeah.
The underwear area is specifically for gay boys who have not come out yet. And I remember just like,
really,
you know, looking around, I would kind of go over to the shoes and be like, oh, look at the shoes. And then I would just find my body like floating back to the boys, like the men's underwear section. I was the boy in this situation, but the men's underwear.
To you, it was for boys.
Staring at the bulge. The guys look so hot in those pictures of the underwear.
They don't need to look so hot, but they do look so hot. Yeah.
It's overt. It's
No,
overt
that's
hotness.
true. Well, they're giving their cum gutters everything they got.
Yeah, it's cum gutters.
They're doing like a
Pumping 'em.
lean back and like a bulge forward, kind of like
Yeah.
I'm leaning against an invisible wall, and
Yeah.
I'm wearing underwear.
And somehow it's always just so perfectly like you almost would never see any like visible penis line
Yeah.
or like but that is my main experience with T.J.Maxx.
I'd like to think that model was doing that for you, Victor, you know, like.
Yes, how cute would that be?
And I don't mean that, and I don't mean it in like a perverted way. I like to think of it as like like a fatherly way, like, or like an uncle way. No, I don't mean it like that either. I don't mean it like that, but kind of like it's okay. I was you.
We all
once.
have to have these
like
moments.
those are my
this
mentors.
episode.
Those are my mentors.
Yeah, like I always used
Yes.
to think about when I've auditioned. I very often voiceover audition for Grand Theft Auto video games, and they always tell them
that is
they always
specific.
say it's very specific. They always say it's a different name because like NDA wise you can't tell, but it's clearly Grand Theft Auto what you're auditioning for. And they have like bajillions of characters in it, so they always send out auditions and stuff. And I was pretty close to getting one time where I had to like walk back and forth and like show them my body type, and probably would have had like the balls all over me or
How much
whatever.
fun would that be?
And I was like a ragtag like sidekick, like what the fuck were you doing back there, like that kind of a thing. But in my head I was kind of like, if I book this, like there are gonna be so many like preteen boys like getting hard to me like accidentally. And that doesn't make me excited in like a sexual way. It's just very like, aw. Like it's like aw, that's sweet.
You're like this. You know the environment that you're entering into, and you're proceeding with caution and respect.
So that's what I say about this model is like he probably was like, aw, a lot of little closeted gay kids are gonna wander over to me and figure something out.
That whenever I book anything, I kind of think, the impact I'll have.
I know.
Yeah.
I've actually never booked anything, so yeah, I don't really know about that, but
Well, a closeted little gay kid is going to listen to this podcast.
Aw.
And it'll be the same feeling as you looking at a man's bulge in T.J.Maxx while your mom is a couple aisles away smelling
my mom
candles.
Fully watching me do it. Me thinking I'm getting away with it. Fully, she has eyes on me.
But she knows.
So cute.
She knew. And she's like, I know. I'll let him look.
She goes, so he's in the aisle for the 8th time. He keeps going over to the chips area, sort of looking around, and then he goes right back to the underwear area. And the thing is, I would never let myself pause. I wouldn't stop and
You just
stare.
like keep going.
Oh, a stare while you walk.
Because you don't want people to think that you're gay. You want to just be like, oh, I just have to keep going through this aisle to get back to the chips aisle. I keep getting lost.
Yeah, and I can't
Where
find
am
which
I?
underwear size I have, so it's like, but I wouldn't dare to touch them. It's
I
almost
wouldn't dare
like
touch the picture.
couldn't touch the picture. Don't know what would happen.
It'd be like touching God. You'd like shoot back.
It'd be like touching God's bulge.
Yeah.
Yes. I've heard good things. Wait, so I have a question. When you like have people over to your house, or say you're at a party, whether you're rocking like a cute outfit or from TJ Maxx, or like you have like a cool tea towel in your kitchen and someone compliments it, is that typically when you bring it up? Or like when do you feel the most like I'm going to tell this person they should be shopping at TJ Maxx, they're missing out?
Yeah, it's partly that. It's partly like where did you get this? To be clear, most of the clothes I have from TJ Maxx, I can't wear often because they are very poorly made. They're almost always like it's a $10 top you wear 2 times. But there's a time and place for that. And I like that. And I need that.
Well, yeah, maybe like a music festival or something and such.
Or I do a lot of characters live in New York City. I need character work costumes. So often I would go to a TJ Maxx, get something very cheap, and wear it a couple times. You know?
Yeah, there you
great
go.
for Halloween costumes. But also when I'm talking about like my neighborhood and where I live, I'm always like, I live near these things and a TJ Maxx, which is huge for me. And they're like, oh, and then I have to open their eyes.
Which is huge for me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gotten anyone to sign up for a card?
No.
Like a T.J.Maxx? No, not a credit card. Because you could, I would hope you get more points for that.
I tell them about the fact that I have a card and that it's maxed out. Every time I do check out at T.J.Maxx, they do say like, do you want to sign up for a T.J.Maxx credit card? And I say, oh, I already have one. And they said, oh, do you want to use it? And I said, I already maxed it out. Or sometimes I'll try it because maybe I put $40 down on it or something, and I'll try it, and maybe the thing I'm buying is $30 and it goes through, and I'll be like, I'll be so excited.
Oh, God.
But I'll try it, and if it goes declined, I'm like, whoop, sorry, that one's maxed out. Okay.
Can I get another one out?
Can I get another one?
Will they let you?
No, I asked them to extend my balance, like increase my balance, and they wouldn't, which is crazy because I go there a lot. So I'm
kind of like, you'd think that they would love that.
Yeah, you'd think. But
I'm going to pull a question out of the bag, our bag of questions.
Okay.
And this is one of my favorites to ask.
Cool.
All right. It's bastard time. What is kind of like your dream for this thing that you have? Do you want to monetize this? Maybe turn this into like something that you can turn into a career, like bastardizing any joy you get from this kind of like bastard?
I think
I'm thinking spokesperson.
Yeah.
That's just top of my head.
Down.
Yeah. I would love to be a spokesperson for them. I just don't think that it's the kind of spokesperson they would like.
What would you do?
Well, because I'd be out here being like, you're going to use this once for $5 and then you're going to throw it away. Like, I'm very much so talking about like.
I'm real. I'm really real.
I'm really real about it.
That would be a refreshing take on the Maxinista, because right now it's kind of, is it like kind of a musical kind of commercial?
They're trying to make it like you can be so chic at TJ Maxx, which, hey, they're starting to be that way. They do have like frame jeans there right now. Like they have like designer stuff showing up there right now.
It's showing up.
Yeah. Designer stuff is showing up.
This honestly,
I'm never buying it because I'm in a TJ Maxx to buy something for $15.99.
Of course.
I'm in a TJ Maxx. I'm not looking for anything in TJ Maxx. I'm escaping something when I go to a TJ Maxx. I'd like that to be clear. I'm not in there for like this. This is something I buy at Gap.
Yeah.
At TJ Maxx, I'm searching for the thing that's going to solve the problem of the day, which is actually a serotonin deficiency.
Yeah, which is a candle, which is a nail polish, which is
a picture frame,
a Lilo and Stitch tank top.
Yeah.
Did you get that? Have you gotten that?
I haven't got a Lilo and Stitch tank top. There is so much Stitch stuff there these days. I did get a Peanuts. I did get a Charlie Brown Christmas sweatshirt though once. It's really cute. Yeah.
As a nanny in LA right now, I will say Peanuts is like, it's huge. It's chic. It's like everything. I fully like one of the girls I nanny loves Snoopy in particular. And so Snoopy's I bought a Snoopy hat and I was like, I feel so gorgeous in this hat. Like, why wasn't I kind of rocking the Peanuts before this? And there's so much Peanuts like decor and stuff you can get. I get why people kind of go nuts on it because you're like, this is actually classy.
It's vintage. It feels vintage.
It does. The art is just gorgeous.
Because you
Charles
see
M. Schultz.
And what do you hear right away? Vince Guaraldi. You see it, instantly you hear Vince Guaraldi trio.
Yes.
You literally do.
The gorgeous jazz.
You're listening to classical music when you're looking at a picture. There's nothing playing. It's in your head. You're a genius.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? I'm Chicago, Jamie's New York, and you're LA.
We're covering the whole country.
I'm wearing a white sweater.
I'm wearing a red sweater.
And Victor?
And I,
blue.
Azul.
That's the whole country.
Shirt. And so, we are the whole country. And I cannot believe this is not like a Gap campaign because we all look really good too.
We do.
Okay. I have this idea for an amazing Gap campaign. They're going to start selling Gap in TJ Maxx. Okay. And we're doing like a real, like, it's going to be like super gritty, like up close, like you're staring down the barrel of a gun of the camera.
Yeah.
And you're just and it's sort of like
gun
this
camera.
is like the vibe.
Gun camera.
Wait, someone needs to invent that. A gun camera.
Oh my god.
Gun camera. Guys.
Hello. Really awesome idea alert.
You see that they put camera on sunglasses? What about camera on gun? And that's on gun.
What about gun on
guns.
camera sunglasses too?
Oh,
a little mini gun.
But this is my idea for the Gap commercial.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So it's like,
he's looking at us.
Yeah, I always used to come to T.J.Maxx with my mom, and that's where I found out I was gay. Jump cut to Jamie.
Okay, yeah. Jamie, go.
When I was a kid, I used to come to T.J.Maxx because I would perioded on all of my clothes at school. Off to Carly.
Hard cut to Carly.
When I was a kid, my mom used to fight other women at T.J.Maxx because she knew the value of a deal. And she had to give that for her daughter. I'm proud to say that I still shop there to continue her legacy.
And yeah, like me and the boys would like come up to a T.J.Maxx and just sort of like screw around in the aisles and stuff. And I remember one time I busted open a bag of gummy bears and ate them all in the aisle. And of course I ended up paying for them. Jump cut to Jamie.
And yeah, of course, one time I flushed all of my SSRIs down the toilet and then instead decided to go to T.J.Maxx to smell a couple candles called things such as Fresh Day, Hazy Morning, London Fog, and Chicago Rush.
Chicago the city.
Chicago the city.
We are
T.J.Maxx.
That was really good.
Oh my God. And
anything could happen
real,
at TJ's.
That's the real T.J.Maxx. That's the thing.
They're calling
They're calling it
TJ's. Anything could happen at TJ's.
Yeah,
and it's like
and that's not Trader Joe's.
No. No,
and that's not Trader Joe's, by the way.
And it says TJ.Maxx collab with Gap, and we're kind of all
collab Skims.
Gap. Skims.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
This the X symbol, like the multiplication symbol that is used in many brand collaborations, starting around 2013.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
you know the girl Olivia Jade.
Of course, she didn't deserve to go to college
scandal.
like that.
She didn't deserve to go to college.
Her father, the inventor of Massimo from Target. Her mother, Aunt Becky on Full House.
Yes, Lori Loughlin.
So Olivia Jade, famed YouTuber, she had a collab.
College student.
And defamed college student. An infamous college student. Of Olivia Jade had an eyeshadow palette. Remember when everyone and their mother was getting an eyeshadow palette collab? Mm-hmm. She had an eyeshadow palette collab. I think it was in like 2017. And it was Olivia Jade x Sephora. But she was showing it off and was like, my eyeshadow palette just came out. This was like a week before the cancellation. So it was like she had like this one video of her promoting it until they were like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. She said Olivia Jade times Sephora.
Oh no.
Maybe she did deserve to go to college then because she's always thinking about math. She was always thinking about math. She was always multiply, divide, to the power of. She was always thinking about math, Victor. Times.
Well, she was putting it in the literal sense because she's like, everyone else is idiots for not even saying what this really is. Yeah. She's an academic. So it's like how my dad uses military time because he was in the military. Yeah. She says it how it is.
Because she's a scientist.
Because she's a student and a scientist. Yeah. I don't blame her.
I don't actually think it's that weird, Victor. You
Olivia
thought it was
Jade
so
times
weird.
Sephora.
Victor, we don't like how judgy you are. You're kind of judgy about Olivia Jade.
She's a woman in STEM, and you're judging her.
Oh my god.
She's a woman in Sephora.
Stemphora.
STEM.
Women in STEM
That's STEM for
STEM stands for
that's
Sephora.
A woman's name.
And then the
Times.
T is times.
Times, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Steam?
Oh.
No, they're doing STEAM now.
Yeah,
X
but now
mathematics.
here's the thing with STEAM. Hear me out. Science, technology, what is it? Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. I'm like, oh, so everything. Oh, so actually all the subjects.
Women. So we're just going, okay, so women are in everything, which is good, but.
And they, by the way, they invented a word for that before. It's called school.
Girl, it's called school.
Hello.
Oh my God, that's such a good joke.
Adding arts, that's all of it. So
it is a hefty amount for
and the thing is,
too much.
We're not getting like agriculture in there, but like
agriculture would have made more sense. Like science,
Yes.
technology, engineering, agriculture, and math makes more sense to me than arts.
Arts. Yeah.
okay, so you hate art.
I'm not pro arts. No.
What do you call that?
Oh, the painting in the background?
That's my painting that I painted.
You painted a disco ball? Is that a disco
I
ball?
painted a disco ball.
That's a
hard
mirror
to do.
and something's in front of it.
Wait, what
It's
if
just a mirror and something's in front of it?
what if I was like, what about this cool mirror? It's a two-way mirror. I am in like a science experiment. You guys have no idea.
Run by Olivia Jade.
Oh.
I'm in a science experiment. I'm in a science experience run by Olivia Jade.
She would call it that.
Science X Olivia Jade. And I'm like, hey guys, so just checking in, day 30 in the Olivia Jade test trials for a nuclear bomb powered eyebrow pencil. And I'm really excited. The skin on my back has pretty much grown back at this point. So that's really exciting. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to be on live for the next 36 hours. So
I'm a nurse that comes in and I put lotion all over your back. Oh, it's looking a lot better today.
God,
I'm a butler. Miss Olivia, your shelf-stable foods from T.J.Maxx have arrived.
I don't eat from T.J.Maxx, okay? We just sell the food there. How many times do I have to tell you that?
But Olivia, the apocalypse is coming.
Your outfit sucks. Sorry.
Sorry. You're right.
I have a test subject to look after. Can you go shave the dog or something?
Yes, Olivia. Fuck off, bitch.
Heard that.
Sorry.
Olivia Jade times putting in my code to check up on my experiments.
Olivia Jade times hacking into the mainframe times eyeshadow times experiments.
Olivia Jade times whichever guy she ends up marrying. That's going to be the invitation. She likes it, but she just doesn't know what it said. You know what I mean?
That's fine. I think part of being an iconic person, an iconic woman, is kind of just saying things the way you see them, and people kind of just form, just going, okay, that's what it is actually.
Yeah,
this is how she says it.
Liz Lemon.
Okay, there you go.
Olivia Jade is the Liz Lemon of influencing.
If you guys were to do a dream collab with anybody, who would it be?
With any company or any person?
Any company. It could be T.J.Maxx. It could be a person. Yeah, sure. I have a Paula Abdul collab hair curler. And it's called, and she collabed with some hairstylist guy who I don't know the name of, but it's called Forever Your Curl.
Oh, because does she have a song called Forever Your Girl?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And let me tell you.
I think mine would be Cheez-Its.
Ooh.
Jamie times Cheez-Its.
I think mine would be Instagram, the company Instagram.
Yeah. Victor times Instagram.
Oh, remind me.
Wait,
it's
why
its
Cheez-Its?
own version of Instagram. Oh,
why
because
Cheez-Its?
I really like them, and I think I could come up with a fun flavor.
Wait, pretend that this is an interview. I'm a serious journalist, and you just got the Cheez-Its collab.
Okay.
Why Cheez-Its?
Cheez-Its is me. Cheez-Its is you.
Wow.
Cheez-Its is a small bite-sized snack, crispy, crunchy on the outside and crispy, crunchy on the inside too, because it's so small.
Now, I don't mean to cut you off, but the timing of this collab is sort of questionable because of your recent
charges,
court hearing, and So I'm wondering if the bombastic nature of a collaboration with a cheesy cracker might overshadow the court case in any way. No. Okay.
No, I think it'll really benefit you guys. I have a lot of fans. Like I sort of did a Munchausen's by proxy thing, and people are really interested in that right now. And
Jamie,
I
something
think
that could be huge.
Yeah.
Could possibly, if you could bring Cheez-Its into the courtroom with you, maybe we flip this thing on its head.
Yeah. That's definitely a plan.
Maybe the judge tells you to be quiet because you're crunching too loud on your Cheez-Its.
Yes, but listen, you two, I really, really have a lot of cool flavor ideas, and I would really appreciate if you could just hear out some of my flavor ideas.
Totally.
Go ahead.
Let them rip. But I would like to make a disclaimer that we aren't going to be using any ideas that we don't think are cool. So
awesome. Cool. Great. Won't be a problem.
All right, let them rip.
Horchata Cheez-It.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
We actually tried that. Someone got so sick.
Yeah.
Black cherry Cheez-It.
Not in season, unfortunately. Not in season, right, Victor?
Yeah, we try and just use the freshest fruits whenever we're going to do a collab with any sort of fruits or so.
Okay. Next. Yeah.
Tiny Cheez-Its.
So is that going to be just a Cheez-It, like a regular, the original cheddar flavor, double packed, but just sort of smaller?
Yeah, but you have to put them in the tube like mini M&Ms.
We're not doing that.
Wait,
but you could eat them on the go. You could even eat them on the go.
Hey, Jamie, I'm going to open up a separate Zoom room, and you and I are going to kind of talk because this sounds like something that I could be very interested in.
I love that.
Hey, this isn't Sharks. This is a real meeting. We are figuring out Jamie times Cheez-Its right now.
Yeah, but you're kind of being a fuck.
This is my dad's company. Sorry. I'm trying to oversee this shit. I've never done something like this before. I'm trying to be more serious about this stuff. I went to college for 8 years and I never graduated. So this is sort of my only thing.
Fine. Well, next idea, we're taking it. Let's go. Jamie, what do you have?
Okay. My final idea is called Leather Cheez-It.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Wait
a minute.
It's not meant to be eaten. It's meant to be collected. Collected by influencers. Lizzo.
Collector Cheez-Its. Lizzo could be everything to Cheez-Its. Oh my God.
It's not meant to be eaten. It's meant to be collected. Collect them all. If you collect them all, you can win a cruise with Zach and Cody.
And here's the kicker. There's no evidence that the cruise will ever happen.
And that's when we kill whoever wins. Yeah.
I actually think a leather Cheez-It would be cool to see.
Yeah, kind of to end the scene there. I would like to see a collector's Cheez-It. That would be super sick. Like a little Cheez-It box that you open up. You don't know what you're gonna get inside. Which collector's Cheez-It you're gonna get?
Oh, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of those, where people are buying the boxes of the things that are like, I hope I get the Minjo or whatever, and they open it, and it's Gruga. They're really upset about it. They're like, I already have 2 Grugas. I wanted a Minjo.
I wanted a Mingo. Fuck, I wanted the Mingo. Guys, can anyone trade my Gruga for the Mingo?
What are they called? Lula. Boobaloo?
Where they're just they're in a box, you don't know which one you're going to get.
Labubu.
Labubu. See, I was really big on stuff like this in like the 6th grade, not to brag. I was really, they were, because they've been huge for a while. People are just kind of catching on to the fun.
Oh.
And I was really into ones called Munnies, Munny. I think that was how you spelled it. I could be dead wrong, but I think there was a U. And
she learned to spell really late in life. So that's sort of where that comes from, Jamie.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I mean, we could have any of these products at any of your favorite stores, Jamie, just to kind of circle back to that.
Yeah.
I do think that if you had your own kind of Cheez-Its collectibles thing, this could be something that could bring people into TJ.Maxx if you also work with them.
It's a Cheez-It Labubu exclusive to TJ.Maxx.
Jamie times Labubu times Cheez-It times TJ.Maxx. And it equals crazy awesome leather-shaped Cheez-It.
Millions of dollars.
Literally millions and millions of dollars. Oh, I do see you being a spokesperson for TJ.Maxx from this episode alone.
I could do it.
I want to go.
I'm prepped.
Hell, I'm going to go there.
Cheez-J-Maxx. Cheez-J-Maxx.
Cheez-J-Maxx.
Cheez-J-Maxx. Guys.
That's really awesome.
Let's never forget about this, okay?
No, I'm never going to forget about this ever.
Guys.
Jamie, would you recommend anybody else embody the lifestyle that you kind of have with TJ.Maxx? I guess that the answer is yes. We've already answered this question.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think they're too cool for overflow department stores.
No, they're not.
And they shouldn't be. No, we're not too cool for it. We want a bargain. And I think that's just me being real. I just think people need to get over it. Stop shopping vintage in Flatbush. And go to damn TJ.Maxx.
It's better than buying on Amazon and having it shipped to you.
Yes. And you get an 18-pack of socks for like $8. That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Get into a little bit of credit card debt. It's fine.
It's just so fine.
Just a touch. You're going to have it anyways. Somewhere else.
Money's not real.
The TJ.Maxx at the end of the world. Mm-hmm. That's like a poem that I'm going to write or something.
That's a Netflix show. The TJ.Maxx at the end of the world.
Everyone in this town goes to the TJ.Maxx until they're 22. And then everyone else.
And then their parents disappear. And then
everyone's parents, everyone over the age of 22 dies.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, there's something apocalyptic about a TJ.Maxx. Like watching like The Last of Us and them coming along like an old TJ.Maxx or something is like, that is.
They should do that for sure.
And Ellie's like, whoa, dude. Look at these sneakers.
These caramel crusted, these caramel crusted peanut butter pretzel dots.
And then she's going through a rack of purses, a huge, super meaty rack of purses, and she pushes one aside and one of the mushroom creatures is there. What are they called?
But the mushroom creature looks fierce.
Yeah, it's like
it has gold plated iron dangly
Midnight Whore.
Midnight Whore.
A girl is called Midnight Whore. On.
Oh my God. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for coming on the pod today.
Yeah, it was a delight. So when can people come see your work in progress show? And then you said what night do you do you do a consistent thing at UCB? Yeah,
so I'm on a Betty team called Heyday at UCB. We are the first Wednesdays of every month. And it's a night of new characters. Everyone does some crazy solo sketch comedy. I think I'll do the next version of my work in progress sometimes in July. And then I hope to put it up fully like August or September, maybe at Joe's Pub or something such as that. And other than that, I put stuff on the internet all the time. And
yes, people should follow you at jamie.linn.watson.
Yes, and I hope to be in movies and TV and theater any day now, hopefully. And that's kind of my whole thing.
Hopefully Grand Theft Auto as well.
Oh, I would love to be in Grand Theft Auto. Please.
If you're out there, you're drawing the characters for Grand Theft Auto.
Draw Jamie.
Hire Jamie.
I've got a nice Renaissance style body. Nice and soft and pale for you.
OMG, I'll join you.
Get me in there.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you so much, Jamie. This has been so fun.
Love y'all.
Do Tell is produced and edited by Connor Hickox of Mixed Metaphor, with artwork by Gabrielle Tenorello and Andrew Lawler. IT support by Stuart Hykar, and theme music by Blake Sokoloff and Ari Levin.
Do Tell.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Oh, Do Tell.
Do Tell.